Hiya! Welcome! First vinyl box set unboxing of 2025, and we're not too far into January, are we? This one was one that I knew existed for quite some time, and I'd never really thought to look for it, even though when I've seen it around and about, I've fancied owning it. You know what it is, you've seen the title and the thumbnail, etc. But it's a little bit of a backstory. I actually saw this for sale for about £30 or maybe a little bit over, which seemed a good price to me at Atlas Records. But the trouble is, I dithered too much. I was alerted to it as a new arrival via an email from Atlas, and then I kind of dithered for hours. Or do I want to get this yet, or shall I wait a while? Because I had bought a lot of box sets, particularly in the later part of 2024. And someone snapped it up, and rightly so, and I think it was mint or near mint, possibly unplayed. But this one here, I decided after that, I was so disappointed that I missed out, that I thought, you know what, I'm going to go on Discogs and have a look, see who's selling it on there. And there's a seller here who was selling it for, I can't remember the exact price, but it was pretty reasonable, about £24-ish, and then a bit more in postage. There's actually two items in here, but the other thing has nothing to do with the box set, and it's a much smaller item, and I will show you that in the next records roundup, which will be up on the channel pretty soon. Right then, so let's get this box open. It's actually a proper record store. I say a proper record store, they've given themselves a company name anyway. It's the Vinyl Resting Place in Coningsby, Lincoln. So thank you to them. I'm saying thank you. I don't know what condition this is going to be in. I mean, it was listed on Discogs as being very good plus, I think. So it's been played once, to the best of my knowledge. Get this out carefully. I'm also going to try and get the other item out without you being able to see it, and I'll show you that in due course on the channel, if it's in there. No, I don't think it's in there, so it must be in here somewhere. Ah yeah, there we are. Yeah, it's actually wrapped up, but you can see it's a DVD. It's not the only DVD I've got to show you in Records Roundup, so look out for that. Bit more unwrapping to do, because this has come covered in, basically it's like a vinyl sleeve protector, but it's been parcel taped up. Only 3 discs in this box set. And we have Knowing Me, Knowing You with Alan Partridge. And it's the complete, yes complete, it says so, original BBC radio series. I thought under £30 because I would have paid that at Atlas. This one, yeah, it doesn't come with a hype sticker because obviously that was disposed of along with the original cellophane from the previous owner, but that doesn't matter. That is just a minor sort of negative really, and what I think's a really good deal. Alan Partridge, I don't really need to give you an introduction and a basic course in who he is, but played by Steve Coogan for many years now. This was the original radio series for Know Me Knowing You, which then transformed or was transferred to television, and some of the radio programs might be sort of replicated, or bits from them might have been replicated somehow on the TV series. Now, I'm very familiar with the TV series, I've seen it no end of times, plus all the subsequent Alan Partridge projects as well. The brilliant I'm Alan Partridge sitcom, Alpha Papa, the stuff he's done for Sky TV, and more recently the new BBC stuff. I'm a Partridge fan, essentially, but I've never heard the radio series. I've heard bits and bobs here and there, probably in documentaries and things like that, but this will be a new experience for me, because unlike the other Demon Records box sets, and yes, this is another Demon Records reissue of BBC material, like the other ones that I'd got, not the 9 o'clock news vinyl box set and the Fawlty Towers one. I'd seen Fawlty Towers 1,000,001 times, and not the 9 o'clock news. I was familiar with pretty much all the sketches that were on there from the DVD reissues. but never heard any full episodes of the radio series of Partridge, so I'm massively looking forward to this. Not the first appearance of Partridge on the radio, because it would have started in On the Hour, which was like a radio sketch show parodying news, and that got a TV transfer, but its name was changed to the Day Today, which was basically the Chris Morris fronted vehicle. I'm a big Chris Morris fan. He and Steve Coogan worked together a lot in those days. So enough of the history, or potted history really. Let's take a look at the vinyl. There's only 3 records here. I think this may be a deleted set. I would have thought so, because it's a few years old now. And it's coloured vinyl as well. So LP1, which has got Programme 1 and Programme 2 on it. It does tell you who the guests are, but they're fictional characters and they're not going to mean anything to you. They don't mean anything to me looking at them. It does have a nice quote from one of the programmes on the back though. A recent study reveals most of my listeners are infirm. So if this had come with a hype sticker, I think it would have said something along the lines of, this is sports casual coloured vinyl. That's nice. The inner sleeve, we have a bigger quote there. A great lady or a mad old trout, you decide. And then we have a proper cast list. So that's good. So the outer sleeve gives you just the basics, and then the inner sleeve has more information. So let's see what colour this is. I've forgotten what the colours are, to be honest. Well, that's a nice bold sports casual red. And there, of course, is Alan, played by Steve Coogan, on the centre labels. Great stuff. If there's 2 things I like when I'm record collecting, and there's more than 2 things, but 2 that immediately spring to mind for me is, I like a nice box set at a good price, a bargain price preferably, and I like coloured vinyl. So I'm in my element here. So that's disc 1, LP 2. The quote on the back is, I, Alan Partridge, clinically fascinating. And it's got Programme 3 and Programme 4 on it. Once again, should have an inner sleeve. The quote on the inner is, in Britain we have centres of excellence, Oxford, Cambridge and Norwich. If you're familiar with the Partridge universe, you'll understand why that's funny. It's the same kind of regular small cast really, of playing different characters. Obviously Steve Coogan plays Alan Partridge in all of them. But you get people like Patrick Marber, Rebecca Front, David Schneider, who regularly appear, but they're playing someone different every episode. By the way, the original broadcast date, I didn't look on the first disc, but the second disc, the original dates of broadcast for programmes 3 and 4 were 15th and 22nd of December 1992, and that was on BBC Radio 4, of course. And the vinyl is sports casual blue. In this light it's looking a lightish blue. I get the feeling it's probably a bit darker in reality. I'm filming this on a winter's night with completely artificial light, but I think that looks good on camera. May look even better after editing. And finally, there's no insert or anything, no booklet. I don't think it came with one. If anyone out there owns this, and I believe Martin Harris does have this, if it came with one and I'm missing it, then please let me know. Not that there's anything I can do, but I've got a feeling it never came with one in the first place. Sort of purpley sleeve there. Programme 5 and 6. The Programme 5 is apparently live from Las Vegas. I've got a feeling that it isn't really. It's just like a selling point of the episode. The quote is, I'm Alan Partridge, I am sports casual. Not the first or last time it's spoken about that. Someone here smells deeply of fish, and it's not Alan Partridge. Once again, same kind of cast. We've also got Doom McKeegan in Programme 5. A few of those people playing numerous characters in the one episode here, Programme 6. That was broadcast on the 5th of January 1993. Produced by Armando Iannucci, by the way. And that is yellow, or sports casual yellow. Kind of a slightly muted yellow it seems to be on camera, rather than being absolutely bold, but it's nice. Like that a lot. Lovely stuff. And that's your lot. So as box sets go, I think this one wasn't too extravagant. The Faulty Towers one that I unboxed last month, I got a really good deal on that from Tallbird Records. Please go back and look in my musical unboxings and Misc VC playlist if you've not watched that. And the Not the 9 o'clock news box set I picked up a few weeks prior to that online, and also I feel I got a good deal on that, and that was from Flashback if memory serves. But there we go, stuff that I don't own and I haven't heard before. It's the TV stuff I'm familiar with in the Alan Partridge universe, but I know the radio programmes both for this and On the Hour, and if On the Hour ever got a vinyl issue, then I would be tempted to get that as well. This is where it all started really for Alan Partridge, at least as a kind of main character rather than a supporting one on the Hour and the Day Today. Lovely stuff. Can't wait to get cracking into the Knowing Me, Knowing You BBC Radio 4 complete set. So thank you all for watching this vinyl unboxing. Thank you also to the Vinyl Resting Place who sold it to me. I'm very happy with their service. Special thanks go to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. I'm going to go now, and what else but listen to Norwich's finest broadcaster, still going strong after all these years, despite numerous mishaps. It is, of course, Mr. Alan Partridge, and I'm excited to spin some of that sports casual coloured vinyl. So I'll see you next time for my next vinyl box set unboxing. Aha! See ya!